Banter September 2020. Now, Noahide Books, Noahide Videos Bible is it's a Noahide channel. It's part of a Noahide Videos Bible network, but it's a Noahide channel. And it's particularly for the Noahide Books movies for the most part. A lot of the movies will feature here. Also, stuff which is on here is a bit of Boom Crash Opera and Emil 15 Flight Dominique Swain stuff. That goes on here a bit. There's probably a bit more coming on Dominique Swain, the actress, and Sean Mullins, because she's in one of his videos, and some movies from Dominique Swain. So it's just a bit of an interest in Dominique Swain. There's no particular romantic passion that I've got towards it, just a bit of an interest in her as a person, and just Dominique Swain sort of stuff, just as an interest. And so this does a little bit of stuff on the actress Dominique Swain, and probably Sean Mullins maybe a little bit, and Boom Crash Opera the band. And also, this is a Noahide thing, but it's also a bit for Protestants and Catholics a bit. Protestant Christians and Catholic Christians a bit. It's for Noahides, but it's also a bit for the Christians. And sort of Mary Christians a bit as well. Mary sort of Catholics, Marian, Legion of Mary sort of Catholics and things like that. Rosary sort of Catholics and things. There's a movie where Frank Sinatra is in, and I think it's Gregory Peck as well, where they're taking a bell in Spain during the Spanish Civil War or something, and there's scenes in the Catholic Church in there, and that sort of stuff is relevant to his channel. That movie is relevant to his channel, and Frank Sinatra and Gregory Peck are probably relevant to his channel, and Sophia Loren is probably relevant to me, to this channel. I might never really go on about that stuff much, but it's stuff of relevance, and Protestantism is relevant. I'm not 100% sure if this is quite a Pentecostal scene. You might go off to Adventures in Life, The Chronicles of an Age of Darkness, scene with Hugh Cook, with my other channel, where the Man-Ray Fellowship thing is, and Christendom Divine is. You might want to wander off there if you're more into the Pentecostal way of things, and but this scene is probably for like Anglicans and Presbyterians, and sort of Lutherans and Catholics, and sort of probably Uniting Church in Australia, that sort of stuff. And it's probably more of a Protestant and a Catholic, sort of the ones who might use the Nicene Creed, as it were. This is sort of for them a bit. This is sort of for the church a bit, the old church a bit, and also for Noahides as well. And it's probably Talmudic Noahides a bit as well, really. It's probably this channel, I think, with that said, is probably a bit more tolerant. Has a bit of tolerance in it, most likely. Probably doesn't quite expect perfection on doctrine and teaching necessarily. It's sort of happy enough probably to go with the flow, and probably as Paul McCartney sings, he lives and that lives, and he lives and that dies, and the Beatles might show up here a bit, and I think the music playlists I hear of the older stuff, it's Spicks and Specks people in Australia who like Miff Warhurst and Adam Hills, and the kind of stuff which is on Spicks and Specks, the kind of musical artists, the older sort of stuff, usually. That's sort of this scene a bit more. The older Woodstock is okay here, and the Doors and the Beatles and Rolling Stones are sort of, yeah. So, yeah, Banter September 2020.